Hi, this is Charlotte from the Subways and you're watching DutchScene.
Thanks so much for your time. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. Very happy to be back in Amsterdam again. It's a cool city, so glad we played here.
Yeah. You're currently on tour promoting your new album. How's it going so far?
It's been a really amazing few weeks. We're quite far in now. I think we've been out for maybe 5 or 6 weeks.
Right?
Yeah. But it's just been awesome. We love being on tour, been on stage, been to some great cities this time. It's been awesome.
Yeah. You're performing in almost 50 cities, right? In Europe alone. What's it like to see so many places in such a short time?
It's amazing. Yeah, that's the best thing about being in a band, is getting to visit all these places and seeing different things each day, meeting new people, and going to places I'd never get to go if I wasn't in a band. So very lucky.
Yeah, I think touring, many people think it's kind of rock and roll and going out, but do you have time to go sightseeing and to have fun? Because it seems so packed, you know, with interviews and stuff.
Just have to make the time, I think. Yeah, I think it's the same as, you know, people who, everyone works really hard, everyone has a different job, but you kind of make time in the day for the things that you really like to do, which for me is, I love to get out. I run and I cycle, so I always get up in the morning and see a bit of the city that we're in. Because that's really important to me, and that's kind of what relaxes me. It's like weird, like I need to get out and get some fresh air. We're not a massive party band. Every now and again we like to go out, but if you can't do it, like you said, we're doing nearly 50 shows. You can't go out every night. You wouldn't make it to the end.
Exactly. Well, you have seen a lot of places already, but is there any place you haven't performed yet that you'd really like to?
We'd really love to go to South America. We seem to have a lot of fans there on our social media sites, like on Twitter and Facebook. People always send us messages saying, come to Brazil, come to Argentina, so that would be amazing. That's like top of the list.
Next step.
Yeah.
How's the audience reacting to the new songs you're playing?
It's been really cool. People seem to know the words already, which is awesome. The first 6 songs have been available to download since September, so it's quite a while now, I suppose. Yeah. So a lot of people know those songs, and some of the new ones as well. It's always really exciting playing new songs.
You have worked quite a long time on this album. Can you briefly tell us more about the process leading up to the release?
Yeah, so the previous 3 albums, we kind of just booked some studio time with a producer and just go in and do it. Whereas this time it was kind of quite nice to do it in bits, like so. We'd write, say, 3 songs, record them, go and play some shows, come back, be a bit inspired by those shows, so write a few more songs. And so it was a period of about a year and a half. So it seems like quite a long time, but it was great for us because we could still play shows, which is what we love most.
Yeah. Why did you choose to make it a self-titled album this time?
And that relates to the fact that Billy produced it, and it really felt like a team Subways effort throughout the recording. Like it was just the 3 of us in the studio. When it came to release the album, the main person involved with that was our manager, who's been with us like since the start, like when we were just children. And he's kind of really part of our team. A fan did the artwork.
That's quite unique. How did that came about?
So it was just really cool, really, and kind of quite random. So the art was done by a fan called Zash, who lives in Hungary, and she just designed this poster for like a gig and put it on our Facebook page, and me and Billy saw it and thought it looked really cool, like with us as the 3 characters, and we asked her if she would maybe like to do the artwork kind of along those lines, and she said yes.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah. Do your fans influence other aspects of your work too?
I think for us, our fans have always been so important because we love playing live shows, and you can't do that if you don't have loyal fans who are willing to come out. Like we're in a winter tour, like it's been snowing in some places. Like, people have come out in like horrible weather to see us play, and it's we kind of owe them everything for that. And without that, we wouldn't be able to play in so many different countries. So it's really cool.
I can imagine. I was wondering, what inspired you to start a band back in 2000?
We were just 3 bored like teenagers. Billy and Josh are brothers, and I was with Billy at the time, and we just used to hang out all the time, and they already played their instruments, like guitar and drums, and they said, did I want to learn how to play bass? I was like, yeah, right, why not? And then we started playing like Nirvana covers and Green Day covers. We were just like 3 kids, but we wanted to make a lot of noise.
Are Nirvana and Green Day still influencing your music today, or?
I think so, yeah. I think for everybody, whether you're in a band or not, like that band that you first love when you're like 15 years old it's always really important. You always remember the posters you had on your wall and remember buying your first album. So I think it kind of always has an influence on your life.
Are there any new bands you get inspired by?
We've had 3 really good support bands on this tour. It's a band called Purple, who are from Texas. They're amazing. They've got this really crazy drummer, and she's just totally nuts. And she sings as well, and she's awesome. And then a band called Kill It Kid, who are from the UK. And tonight in Amsterdam, a band called Gene Rats are supporting us. They're from Australia, and there's like this punk rock crazy guys, and they're awesome.
Okay, that's cool. Is there any band or artist you would like to work with in the future?
Well, I really love Kylie Minogue. She's my favourite. So someday could do something with her. I don't even mind what. Make her a tea. That'd be anything. Just meet her. That'd be nice.
Yeah. In the 15 years of being a band, you've never had a lineup change until last February. Could you tell us a bit more about how Josh decided to temporarily leave the band? And well, he didn't decide that, obviously, but could you tell us a little more about that?
So Josh has always kind of found certain aspects of being in a band difficult. He has Asperger's syndrome, and he's kind of always struggled with certain things. He kind of lack of routine and having to have a lot of social interaction with people. But he's always kind of got on with it and kind of been okay. But at the start of this tour, we played a few shows, and he just said, "I can't do it anymore." So we didn't really kind of want to make him go do that anymore, because you don't want to see him upset and kind of finding it difficult. So he went home, and he's been getting some help, like seeing some therapists and doctors, and he's feeling really positive, and we're still hoping he might join us for the end of the tour. We've still got 3 weeks left, so kind of he's been away from the tour now for probably about 4 or 5 weeks at home, so we're hoping he's going to be back again.
Yeah, I hope you get him back with you on the road soon. What are your plans for after the release tour? Are you playing any festivals this year?
Yeah, we're playing quite a lot of festivals. Pretty much every weekend's got something on, which is awesome.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. We're doing just a load all over Europe, which is going to be really cool.
Yeah, I was wondering, there's been quite a discussion lately about women on festivals and, well, the lack of women actually. What's your opinion on this?
It's definitely true. There seems to be less women on festivals, and maybe you're referring to like what that was that poster going around of Reading Festival, which only showed like the bands that had girls in, and it was like none. And then someone sent around this alternative one, which showed that actually you could get a really good lineup with a load of female musicians on it. But it's a difficult one, because for me, I don't really know why it's still an issue, because I think it's ridiculous. And there are so many great bands out there with girls in, but they're just not on the major festival lineups for some reason. It's quite common for me to be the only girl on stage, like for the whole weekend, not just the day we play, the whole weekend. Whenever that happens, I always think it's really good. Why not booking more girls?
You've been a band for 15 years now. Where do you see yourself in another 15 years from now?
Hopefully doing the same thing. I suppose it'd be album number 8, won't it? Oh god, that sounds really far. It's a lot of work. But yeah, we just really we genuinely love this. Like, it's just so fun to be on tour. So I really hope that we can continue. Like, we've got festivals this summer, probably doing some more touring for the latter part of this year and early part of next year, and then maybe take a bit of a break, but then start thinking about album number 5 and kind of go on from there, hopefully.
Okay. Well, finishing off, is there a message you would like to pass on to your fans?
Just like to say thank you very much to our Dutch fans for always supporting us, coming to the shows and making us able to come to play in Amsterdam again. You know, it's awesome to be able to come here, so thank you very much.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time.
No problem, thank you guys. You guys should totally subscribe to DutchScene on YouTube.